Hey, I'm glad I finally caught up with you. I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you. No. Well, at least not as far as we're concerned for the moment. Good. Because what I'm about to tell you could change the course of your life. The Trackers Alliance has been following your exploits and believe you have what it takes to join our ranks. You're being invited to our new headquarters in Aquila City. There you'll meet with Agent Number 1. If you decide to consider our offer, they'll guide you through our initiation process. I'd expect you do. If you have any inclination of being a bounty hunter, then this is the best deal you're going to get. I'm not here to convince you. I've just been instructed to deliver the message. Your questions would be best answered by Agent Number 1 at the HQ. There will be time for introductions later, assuming you decide to join us. But until then, there's really no need for me to share that information with you. There's a reason for that. It used to be on a remote planet in a remote part of the galaxy. Agent Number 1 decided that it would be better if we had more of a public presence. So we purchased the old McCall estate and turned it into our headquarters. What if you do? Well, I would hope that you'd seriously consider our offer. It doesn't matter to me. You're free to make your own choices. I found you, I delivered my message, so my job here is done. Okay, then. I suppose we will. I'll be heading out soon if there's nothing more. Remember, Trackers Alliance HQ in Aquila City. Speak to Agent Number 1.
To ask if we stop.
If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend Laredo's Firearm Factory.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. Here's what I have in stock right now.
CNN says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse.
Kind of weird reaching out to them instead of the other way around, isn't it? Pretty convinced.
Roach?
I know, I trust you, but the record streak. I'm only one away. Again.
Roach!
Know what happened the last time I was paired up? I don't want it.
Roach!
This new one to... What?
Our new potential recruit. He's
Standing right here. Yeah, I said I know. I'm aware of his presence, have been since he walked in the door. I said what I said. I stand by it. And rookie, don't you dare let me down. You've got a lot to prove around here.
There are always more bounties to collect. You're prompt. Good trait for a tracker. Anyhow, we can talk about punctuality or we can get down to business. I am Agent Number 1, or No One, if you prefer. I take it you've had enough bounty hunting on your own. I'm glad you have decided to entertain our offer. Caution is the wise guardian of life's path, ensuring each step is both safe and sound. But I would also caution you to consider this more fully, as our offer to join us may not remain indefinitely. It may be prudent then to give you a taste of what we do here before you make your decision. I propose a trial run, tracker field work. Do you have any questions before we proceed? You don't, nor do we need you specifically. Our partnership can be mutually beneficial. You would have access to valuable bounties you might otherwise not. In turn, your skills will be useful to us as we seek to retrieve our most elusive quarries. The mission boards are merely a tool we use to expand our reach to freelancers who either do not have the capabilities or the desire to work with the Trackers Alliance in a more official capacity. To put it simply, those bounties are trifles compared to what official trackers deal with. They're lower risk, lower reward. Why not you? I know of your accomplishments. Your bravery on Vectera, fighting off the Crimson Fleet, made the news. In Aquila City, you thwarted a dangerous hostage situation without violence. Without hesitation, you saved lives in New Atlantis when one of the most deadly predators in the universe attacked. I could say more, but trust that you would not be here if I did not believe you worthy. Excellent. Before we accept you as an official tracker, you'll need to demonstrate competency in the field. To that end, I would like you to first accept the available bounty on the wanted display on the nearby wall, then report back to me.
What are you standing around for when there's fugitives on the loose? You can talk to me later. Agent No One needs you first. I'm not going to argue with him.
Man, I gotta say, being a tracker is pretty awesome. Oh, hey! I heard we were getting a new tracker. Nice to meet you. Call me Tank, 'cause there ain't no stopping me. I'm new around here too, but if you've ever seen me run the Red Mile, you know I'm not just blowing smoke. Anyway, hit me up if you want to swap pointers, or just shoot the shit, you know? Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. 19 successful runs last I checked the leaderboard. Anyway, keeps my skills sharp, which is even more important now that I'm a tracker. I know I don't look like much of a tracker or a runner, but I'm cool with people underestimating me. Makes it that much more special when I crush their expectations. I don't know. There's gotta be something, right? Like, how would you deal with a target that seems ready to blow your brains out, but you know he's not in his right mind? Like he's on Aurora or something. Yo, that's smart. I like where your head's at. No sense dragging a corpse back if it didn't have to be that way. And plus, if you bring him in alive, he could face justice the right way. Good. It's been good. Kind of easy compared to the Red Mile, maybe. I mean, people may be unpredictable, but they're easier to take down than the beasts on Porima 3. Heck, sometimes they give up willingly. And the other trackers seem to appreciate my work. Even the grumpy ones who think I'm too soft. But they shut up real quick when they see me in action. Probably because I'm too friendly. Almost everyone around here is either all business or standoffish. Maybe that's just what happens after you do this for a while. But nah, not me. Gotta take some time away from being a ruthless bounty hunter to be a real human being, you know? Otherwise, what's the point of it all? And it's the same with some of these targets. Some of them just messed up real bad and deserve another chance. You need to remember, they're people, and not just a picture with the fat cred stick attached. Hasta luego, my friend. Yo, Inevitable.
What's up, Tech?
You've been doing this a while, huh? The whole tracker thing, I mean.
You ever want to learn from the best?
And Roach hasn't been doing it nearly as long, right? But he keeps going on about almost beating some crazy record streak or something. But like, how's that possible when you've been doing this for way longer?
The hunt continues.
Why don't
I
you
hope
have
you fare well.
Well, even if I did care about such things, which I don't, I simply take my time. While Roach
Good.
is out there
You
chasing
have your
down
mission.
easier targets...
Once you are a tracker, you may not get a briefing like this for your missions. You'll be expected to handle them by yourself.
Ah, got it. So like, is he not as good as you then? Cause that's kind of what it sounds like.
Then you will not make it far as a tracker.
You may
No one said this would be easy. It's up to you to investigate, follow clues, and hunt for your target. They're not always so kind as to tell us where they are hiding.
Okay, but between you and me,
The Trackers Alliance facilitates bounty hunting. We don't hold hands. For all intents and purposes, you are an independent entity affiliated with the Trackers Alliance. You may utilize our resources, including our database if need be, but you cannot expect someone to be with you every step of the way. That is not how we operate. Good. Then you'll be prepared to do well here. The target for this mission is admittedly one of our toughest. Not because of how dangerous he is, but because of how often he has evaded us in the past. His name is Hannibal Eutropio. He's wanted for 94 counts of spaceship grand theft. We have reason to believe he runs a chop shop somewhere out in the fringes, but we do not know where. Luckily, we have intel that one of his associates, Adrastos Dakota, is currently here in Aquila City. For your first mission, you were assigned a partner, Roach. He will have more information. Speak with him. Roach has been instructed that if he wants to continue in our service, he will comply. He will get over it. He always does. I trust that his demeanor will ease once he gets to know you. Hannibal's crew steals spaceships and brings them someplace where they can illegally strip them for parts, or make the ships completely untraceable. Then he modifies them and resells them, or their parts, for a tidy profit. Hence the name Chop Shop. Your enthusiasm is noted. I wish you the best of luck. Leave no quarter. Show no mercy.
Well,
if it isn't the rookie. Hey, so, about earlier, when you first arrived. Okay. Just be careful and listen to me. I'm serious about beating this record. I don't want anyone blowing it for me. It's not personal. The record for consecutive successful bounty missions is held by a tracker who went by the call sign Volk. 372 consecutive bounties brought in. That's 372 with no escapes, no mistakes. Came close to beating this record, but, well, didn't. Guy was a legend around here, but don't bring him up. It's a bit of a sore spot for a lot of trackers. You ever work with someone who was really good at their job, but they just seem to rub everyone the wrong way? The boss won't do anything about it because they're afraid of losing that person. It was like that with Volk and the previous Agent No One. Except Volk was just needlessly cruel to his quarries. And everyone. Even his allies. I mean, like, torturing children to draw out their parents kind of cruel. He was a bad dude. He killed the previous No One. I don't want to talk about it anymore. And neither should you. I was doing great until I volunteered to partner up with a rookie like you. They ran in, guns blazing, got shot up, and we had to evac, which let our Mark get away. Couldn't save him either, so a waste all around. But now, I'm being voluntold that I need to partner up with you, for reasons I don't want to get into right now. So, best not disappoint me. I know you think you're hot shit, but if you don't have the skills to back it up, the only tip I'll be asking you is where are all the best spots in the afterlife? Now let's get down to business. This Adrastos guy is our ticket to finding Hannibal. We find him, bring him in, and get the information out of him. Any questions? Don't worry about that. They always talk. Eventually. We'll make sure of that. If I had, he'd already be dead or behind bars. I know he's slipped away from all the other trackers who've gone after him, but my plan will let us finally get the drop on this slippery chasm bass. Forget everything you thought you knew. The Trackers Alliance is the real deal. Whatever you were doing was amateur hour compared to this. Anyway, let's go get our guy. Adrastos was last sighted in town, so we're going to go out there and you'll use your scanner to find him. Once we do, we'll convince him to chat with us. By force, if need be. If you don't have any more questions, let's hit the road. I think we were given a bum deal. Hannibal has been on the wanted list for ages, and no tracker's been able to nab him despite many trying. But maybe Agent No One's expectations are low, and they just want to see how you handle a tough but low-stakes situation. For that, I guess it's perfect. I just wish they weren't intent on dragging my record down with it. Funny you ask. Until recently, no one even knew what he looked like. Despite his many crimes, he's managed to keep an exceptionally low profile. As you can imagine, it's hard to find someone when you don't know their face and can't find their base of operations. This is compounded by the fact that he never leaves a trace, and we never know when or where he'll strike next. The fact that we got info linking Adrastos to him is a damn miracle. It's the hope. He's our only lead at the moment. Now, if the question is, do I trust him? That's a different story. But again, we do what we can with the information we have. Ah, So you want to learn from the best? Well, let me tell you. All that matters in this line of work is that you get the job done. Sometimes that means skirting the law. It's usually on our side anyway. Alive or dead means you've got a choice. Don't get too hung up on it. Always go with whatever guarantees success. No sense bringing morality into it. These people are wanted criminals on the run from justice. Last thing, competition is a strong motivator. That's how I got where I am today. It's good and all you want to get to know me, but I don't see how it's gonna help us right now. Let's focus on the mission first. It'll tell us more about each other than any small talk ever could. And if you still want to know more, we can talk when we get back. Easy. I assume you've used your scanner to find resources? Well, it's like that. Except you'll be scanning people for active bounties. I'll even make it easy for you this time and let you know when I see him. But when you're on your own, no one will be there to hold your hand. Normally, you'd either kill your target or disable and arrest him. At that point, you'd put a tracking beacon on him and someone would be called in to take him away. But we're bringing this guy with us for this mission. Don't get yourself killed out there. Okay, Drastos is likely wandering the streets around here somewhere. Open up your scanner and look for anyone with a bounty. We may need to check other areas of the city. There. That's our guy. Ranger scanner and scanner will confirm. Should show his active bounty. Get credit for this one too.
Hey, can I help you? You know, he would be pretty pissed if he knew I squealed. Who knows what he'd do to me? I might take you up on that offer. Am I? They have to prove it, and I'm willing to bet they can't. I've got an alibi for everything. I probably could. I'm just not sure that would work for me, you know? Hannibal. Hannibal. I might know someone by that name. I mean, that would violate the terms of the bounty on my head, but you do seem crazy enough to do it. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what you want to know. What exactly do you want to know? Something about Hannibal, right?
You need to tell us where he is. Then, as long as the intel's good, we can consider letting you off easy. Got it?
Got it. Cooperator go missing. Crystal. Truth is, Hannibal could be anywhere. I don't know how to tell you where he is.
I don't believe you. You better start spilling more.
But I know where to find his chop shop. Reading you loud and clear, Chief. It's an old abandoned star yard in the Andromos system. Andromos 4A to be exact. Surrounded by a field of giant space rocks. Can't miss it. Actually, you can. That's kind of the point.
Great. You're coming with us then. You run, you die. You cause a commotion, you die. You so much as sneeze without asking.
I die. I think I get it. Well, what are we waiting for? To the chop shop.
Right. Hey, rookie, a word? So normally, you'd register Drastos with the system and leave him bound for someone to come pick him up. But we need him to tag along with us. Now, if we show up in my ship, we'll lose the element of surprise. I'd rather keep our cards close to our chest. Gives Hannibal less chance to escape. Nah, too many unknowns. What if he's got a crew waiting for him? What if he's got a way to jettison us into space? I don't like it. No, I've got something else in mind. See, the last guy I took in wound up dead and unknowingly donated his ship. It's a nice ride, and the parts are valuable. We'll use that. Drastos here is gonna help us on the comms as we approach.
Oh, I am?
Or he'll find himself in deep space without a suit. He's going to play it as if he jacked a ship and brought it to be chopped up. And he's going to do it without giving it away that we're on board because he knows what'll happen if he does.
As I was saying, I'm going to do just that.
If you need them, bring them along for the ride, but they need to listen and stay off the comms. Of course, it may be a little cramped in there with everyone, so maybe you could just let your crew take leave for a bit. Up to you. It's your op. Great. Let's get to it then. The ship's parked at the spaceport. You'll be the one in the pilot's seat, so I can keep an eye on our good buddy Adrastos. Let's wrap this one up nice and quick.
Rock might have some work for someone like that.
Right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
I've got something with your name on it, boss.
The shop should be right around here. You should expect them to hail you. When they do, keep your yap shut and let me do the talking, or else they'll know something's up.
And there won't be any funny business, no tip-offs, nothing that seems like coded messaging, because Adrastos here knows what happens to an unprotected body in space.
Yeah, I've heard. All right, shall we?
That's far enough. Hailing frequencies are open.
Hey, it's me, Adrastos. Am I coming in?
Loud and clear, Mr. Dakota.
Perfect. Look, I just lifted this sweet ride from some poor sap in Aquila. I need to bring it into the shop. You got room?
She's a beaut, all right. We'll get those numbers filed off, and then we'll decide if we want to keep her as is or strip her for parts. Bay 1 is almost free. You're clear to dock with it. See you on the inside.
See, look at that. Smooth and easy as Chunk's pie.
We'll see. Make sure you're suited up and ready for anything, rookie. Easy part's over. Expect resistance once we get inside. Something tells me they're not gonna take kindly to us.
Probably not. Hey, what about me?
About you? You're staying right here on board. We're locked
We're docked.
behind us so no one can get in or out. You know, just in case you're hoping for your friends to help you. Me and my partner will go in and grab Hannibal. We'll be back before you know it.
Good to see you.
I don't know. Don't have too much fun without me? Yeah, sure. We'll go with it.
Okay, rookie. Remember, they shoot at us, that's on them. They chose their fate. It's open season on assholes. It's my preference to take Hannibal alive. He's more valuable that way. But it comes down to it.
You picked the wrong fight.
Let's go get him.
Well, that's that.
We're under attack! Don't let them into the loading bay. We're going into lockdown.
He's in the loading bay. Nothing says we can't hurt you if you get in our way!
Not fair.
I'm taking fire! Hit!
This is gonna end badly. Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
Everyone run!
Ha! You're a damn joke.
Course below today will be closed off with no way in. We're gonna have to find another way. Let's check up there. Looks like there could be an access tunnel. Damn! That was stung! Hey! Your funeral, pal! Shut. It might be our only chance. If I recall the layout of the station from the outside, it should give us access to the docking bay. And there's only a slight chance it'll jettison us into space. I'm willing to take the risk. find the key to get in. Or I thought I saw another way in from below if we can get down there. Might be worth checking out anyway.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Lockers in the living quarters, I assume. I love dealing with spacers. They make it so easy sometimes.